Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for the monthly card readings for each sign. If you enjoy these free readings, you can show your support by donating or purchasing some of my many wares. If you can't afford to purchase anything, you can still show your support by subscribing, thumbs-upping, sharing, or take a second to click on one of the ads. Thank you in advance for your continued support, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Now on to the reading. Hello, Sagittarius. Thanks for joining me for the March 2016 Taroscope with Animal Totem card. We're going to use, last month probably, that we're going to use, I'm just going to cut that. That fell out like that. I don't know that I'm going to put that card in the reading, but look at that guy's face. That's one of the things with this card. How does his face look? Does it look different to everybody? Does he look happy, sad, worried? You know, what does he look like? Gotta cover. Gotta cover that other face. But anyways, I was saying that we're going to use this deck, which is the Hanson Roberts, which is probably the last month that I'll be using the Hanson Roberts, because my deck is, this one wants to come out, is nearly completed. And then we're going to pull a card for the Animal Totem cards from my Animal Totem deck, which is the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle card. Okay, so here we go. And this is my book, Tarot in the Modern World, which you can find out by looking below the video. There's a link to it on Amazon, Tarot in the Modern World. What is going on for Sagittarius? I hope that everybody, all you Sagittarius, get a message from this reading, because it's a tarot reading and not really astrological. You know, no wheel or rise. You can probably look at your rising sign and moon sign as well. And hopefully you'll get the message for you. Okay. Sagittarius. Why? I'm not going to say anything until I'm done, but Sagittarius, March 2016. Okay, these spell, how many are here? If there's too many, we might put them back. Oh, we'll put them out. Alright, well, let's see here. You know, a lot of the same cards are showing up in these spreads here. It's funny. The Magician has been, I think, almost in every spread that I've done. I'm working backwards. I started from Magician and World has been in quite a few of them, too. So, I don't know what's up with that. Well, Magician is time to get busy. You know, it's time to go for it. Full steam ahead. As I said in one of the other readings, you know, damn the torpedoes, full steam ahead. That's the Magician. Take the reins. Take control. It's a card of empowerment. It's a card of going for it, you know. So it's time to stop pussyfooting around, and it's time to go for it, you know. Release it. This is about releasing poverty consciousness. These are doubts. This is really doubts within yourself. That's why I say poverty consciousness. Even though it's a card related to money, it's a pentacle. But note on this card, they walk right past this window. They, you know, the money's right there. They walk right past it because their vibration is so low that they can't see the opportunity. This showed up in somebody else's reading too. Two of these guys have these headbands on. What's up with that? But anyways, this is about you not believing you're worthy, or you not having your vibration raised enough to really attract the things that you want. Because Seven of Cups, you know, I love the Seven of Cups. A lot of people say, oh, it's, you know, pipe dreams and stuff like that. No, it's visualizing what you want in your life. But you can't just visualize alone. You also have to take action, okay? The High Priestess is in reverse. Sometimes that's like the ruthless woman, it can be, or somebody who's sneaky or underhanded. But in this case, I'm not really feeling that strong. I'm feeling that, because the High Priestess upright is your intuition. And I'm feeling more like this is like maybe you're not really using your intuition as much as you could or should be at this time. You know, by the way, the sign we're going to be in Pisces, and you have indications of water sign energy here. And we're in Pisces for a lot of this month. There is an eclipse in Pisces on the 8th. So that's all about, for all signs, Pisces is about this intuition stuff, you know. So it's a time that maybe the key to getting some of these things you want is trying to communicate to you through your intuition, your dreams, whatever. But you're not, you're not really latching onto that, or you haven't been, and maybe you can this month. Don't block those intuitive hunches. Don't blow it off as, oh well, that's nothing, you know. Oh right, yeah, I'm going to go back to this energy. Oh well, like a glimmer, there could be glimmers and shimmers of synchronicity and hope, and oh well, that was nothing. I'm staying on this path that's leading me to feeling less than or whatever. It's time to you're not less than, okay? You're just as worthy as anybody else, and claim it. Time to claim that. Own it. Own it, girl. Anyways, you have the World in this spread. The World is fantastic. The World is possibly the best card in the deck. The World is bigger, better, and more than you ever thought. It is expansion. It's huge. It's so far. See, if you're here, the World, it might as well not exist. The World doesn't exist if you're in this mindset. So you got to release this mindset, and you know the world's the limit. There's no limit. A lot of this here is about this too, releasing from bondage, being not afraid to make some changes. Death is change. It's nobody dying. These are all cards of It's like, well, if you're trying to manifest, and all you keep thinking is these downward thoughts. Well, how's that working out for you? It's time to dust that off, shake that off, get rid of that stuff. And it all starts with you, magician. It all starts with you being self-empowered. You taking control and empowering yourself and loving yourself too, You do have the soulmate card down here right by the World. And then there's this Knight of Cups over here. If you never saw any of my readings before, I say he, and I'll say he and she on these court cards, but it's not set in stone like that. It's it could be a male, female, whoever, because these general readings are just so far, too many people. So I'm going to say he, but it could be female. But this side of the world, this side of the world. This guy's a soulmate no matter what, he or she. This person's a soulmate no matter what. And there's some money opportunities around them too. So they may be somebody who's just going to offer you a job. Soulmates aren't always your love partners, but often they are. So this person might be somebody who offers you a job. Or maybe you're already in a relationship and the two of you are going to, do something together. Maybe you do meet somebody through some kind of job thing. And when these cards show up where you might meet somebody through a job, it isn't always a coworker. When you start a new job or a new project, it puts you in all sorts of, you're going to a different location, you're getting your lunch at different places, you're stopping at a different gas station, stores, it puts you in a whole other scope, and there's all these opportunities to meet these new people. It isn't always that they're this coworker that's at the job itself. It could just be a lot of different things. But this person's a soul, and often the other thing about it, the Knight of Cups is often, he's a lover. Cups is love, so often. He's a lover, he's a creative spirit, he's in magical, they're saying. Magician's here, and I'm hearing he's magical. So maybe he is a magician, maybe he's gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm in love. I don't know. I don't know, I'm getting off topic. But anyways, this is awesome. But it's not just going to... Dreaming and tuning in is one thing. And the other thing about these two cards together, it's like you can't just visualize, you got to listen too. Because often it doesn't really happen the way you think it will. You have Wheel in reverse here too, by this Death in reverse. So it's saying you're just not quite on the right... It's just not quite right, what you've been trying thus far. Wheel upright, it's like, oh, you're on the right path, everything's just going to lock into place, click, 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 like the combination lock. In reverse, it's like, oh, it's not quite right, it just isn't quite the right combination, you know. So it's time to, you got to release these other things. Again, I just want to say, how's that working out for you? If you're unhappy and it's not working, how, you know, don't, then, you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So, you know, there's some new thing, and there's going to bring new money coming from it too, in some form or fashion. Maybe it's a new job, or maybe it's just your energy shifts and prosperity can find you. You know, that sometimes is the thing. There's some people in reverse down here. I mean, they just kind of fell out at the last minute, and they fell out with this wheel in reverse here. You know, so that you know, some of these connections and some of these people, you know, maybe you're not going to keep up with them anymore. Maybe these are people that you have to work with now and you won't have to work with them anymore. It could be like that. But maybe they're friends and family. Maybe they're naysayers. You know, who knows? The thing about magician always, too, is staying true to your course, your true path. This reminds me, too, these two cards. This is like how we say you got people pray. If your prayers are always in the form of begging and I need, and gimme, 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 you know, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, they hear you. But if you don't have an ear to listen, you won't hear. You can't hear. So it's important. It's just as important to ask, visualize, create, and then listen for the clues and watch for the signs and the synchronicity as to how it can happen, because it can happen. It's not going to come out of your head usually. Maybe that's why I'm seeing these things on the head, you know. It doesn't come from your head usually. It first comes from somewhere else, and then you have to bring it into your head and work out, you know, then it becomes this thing. But first it's in the ethers, it's floating around, it's in your dreams, it comes through your subconscious. And if you're too much in your head, you're not. She even has a thing on her head. I mean, it's not. It's a moon thing. Well, since it's a moon thing, you know, we are having those eclipses. I should just be telling everybody both eclipse dates. There's a new moon eclipse in Pisces on the 8th, and there's a full moon eclipse in Libra on the 23rd. So these are big times. These eclipses span a longer period of time. They span, like, instead of the normal, like, 28-day moon cycle, it spans for 6 months, okay? So there's a lot of impact on it. So maybe that's why the magician is just showing up everywhere, you know, for everybody. It's like time to make a new beginning. We're having a new moon eclipse in the beginning of March, you know, time to rock out. I was almost going to say something else, but I won't. Okay, here we go. What is that animal totem? Hey, if you guys want to find out how to get my book, Tarot in the Modern World, very inexpensive and easy to understand, look below. There's a link to the Facebook page there. If you want to get notified when I post videos and stuff. I don't post a lot. I won't bug you constantly. And also, the best way is just hit that subscribe button down here. For the deck and some other stuff, the info is up in that eye in the corner. The eye in the sky. Alright, Sag, what's going to be your animal totem? Hummingbird. Ooh, I think definitely some of you are going to be in the love zone now. This ties it down for sure. Alright, take a look at it. Hopefully I'll remember to post a picture, but I want you to look at it. I want you to see what pops at you. Let your mind wander. Don't overthink it. Let me read what I wrote. Love abounding. Laughter and joy. Elevated vibrations bring glimpses of magic. I love this. The fairy folk surely dance nearby. Savor the sweet bouquet. Oh gosh, I think my dog's puking. Sorry. Oh no. Rocco. Savor the sweet bouquet. Taste the nectar of life. Well, taste the nectar of life, yeah. Elevate your vibrations. I spent quite a bit of time here talking about that, the vibrations. But it's a love card. That's when you see a hummingbird, it means love's on the way. So I think a lot of you could be a major love month for a lot of you Sagittarius here. But look at what's surrounding this soulmate card, though. It may require leaving an old relationship, or even releasing the baggage from the old relationship with these two cards here. But also, it might just be the baggage that you put on yourself the the weight that you carry or put on yourself. I think that has a lot to do with it, because with this card lining up there. All right, so it's looking really good for you guys, Sagittarius. Hey, thank you guys all for everything you do to support the channel, including liking, sharing, commenting. I read all the comments, and donating, which makes it possible for these videos to remain free. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great March, and I'll talk to you soon.